Hello, guys. Welcome to the first episode of Nerds and Jokes Dugout Discussion. We are here, and with me I have Shagnik, and we will discuss about Euro Cup 2020. And I have very eminent panelists today, Rajoshi Da and Rohit Da. कैसे हो आप लोग? राजोशी दा,
बढ़िया है बहुत बढ़िया है। और आप बताओ
रोहित
क्या
दा,
चल रहा है आपका?
मेरा भी सब
चल रहा है
सही
भाई।
चल रहा है सर।
गुड ना।
ठीक है, चलो शाग्निक के पास अभी हम लोग डायरेक्ट आ जाएंगे। शाग्निक, तुम्हारे पास क्या है? यूरो के ग्रुप्स थोड़ा डिस्कस कर ले।
नमस्ते। बात करेंगे यूरो कप के बारे में। 2020 में होने वाला था, पोस्टपोन हो गया कोविड की वजह से। अभी 11 शहरों में होगा ये यूरो कप। 6 ग्रुप्स है, 4 टीम्स ईच ग्रुप। स्टार्ट हो रहा है टर्की वर्सेस इटली 12 जून में। अभी बात करेंगे ग्रुप एफ के बारे में, जहाँ पे फ्रांस, जर्मनी, हंगरी और पोर्टुगल। 2016 के फाइनलिस्ट है फ्रांस और पोर्टुगल, जर्मनी है, हंगरी है। बोला जा रहा है ये ग्रुप ऑफ डेथ है। डीप टाइम कुछ
जी बिल्कुल, ग्रुप ऑफ डेथ ही कहा जाता है, लेकिन हमसे ज्यादा अच्छे रोहित दा बोल सकते हैं। रोहित दा, ग्रुप एफ के बारे में कुछ भी।
Group F will definitely be the group of death. So that is, see, given the weight of the teams that we have, Germany, France, and Portugal. Now, if we just single out each team, Hungary is the unfortunate one. So let's keep them aside right now. They'll be like sole fodder for everyone. But if you actually go by the strength of the team, France will have an added advantage because they have got everything they need. They've got Kante, they've got Pogba, they've got Griezmann, and they've got uh, they've got the entire side. They've got Mbappe. So Mbappe is currently one of the fastest attackers in the world, and I believe he will make the difference. Now Germany, अभी जो है, Germany is having challenges regarding their attack. They have lost the likes of Podolski and Klose. They are right now gaining traction with the help of Gnabry and with the help of Ginter. I believe Ginter is also there, right, in the squad, Rajarshi.
Yeah. Leroy Sané is there as well.
Sane is there, so they are right now gaining traction. But अभी वो जर्मनी का जो previous status था, power house of Europe, उसके लिए थोड़ा बहुत time लगेगा अभी जर्मनी को to restore that reputation. ठीक है, so I believe
थोड़ा सा ट्रांजिशन फेज में जा रहा है रोहित दा।
हाँ, exactly, ये transition phase ही है. And इसका बाद talking about Portugal, I personally believe Portugal are heavy contenders for the title. So मेरे ख्याल से Germany can be the scapegoats because France and Portugal may advance. अब पोर्चुगल का एक प्रॉब्लम है कि पोर्चुगल इज ओवर रिलायबल, बट इस बार अगर वी सी, दे हैव गॉट अ मच better supply line. They have got Bruno Fernandes. They have got, I guess, this guy from I'm not able to
Andre Silva.
So they have
Andre
got
Silva.
a very good, exactly. So if like we still remember what Ronaldo did single-handedly last time against Spain, against a team like Spain.
Yeah,
So
in the World Cup. Yeah.
Exactly. So Ronaldo is not the only set piece taker anymore. We have got Bruno Fernandes. We have got people who can score for Portugal. Okay, Portugal's major worry will be their defense because their defense has got good players, but it isn't really what it used to be. Ruben Diaz has been a rock this time, and I believe he performs. But again, like if we compare him to the likes of Pepe, who actually turned out to be the player of the tournament last time, I believe it's still to come up to that mark. So मेरे ख्याल से definitely group of death तो है, and it's a very interesting group. But according to me, if you ask me, the more like which group will be more exciting, I believe that will be Group D actually, because वहाँ पे England है, Croatia है, Czech Republic है, Scotland है. Actually, Czech Republic and Croatia, they are almost on the same level. Croatia were definitely the runners up, but अभी Croatia का कुछ main players नहीं है, ठीक है. Like if you look at Ante Rebic is not there. Even if you look at their goalkeeper is not there, so even they have came down in top. So if you group of death का मतलब यही नहीं होता है कि the football will be exciting. Just because there are good big names, we always don't expect the football to be that top notch. फुटबॉल बहुत डैप भी हो जाता है कभी कभी. ये क्या हो जाए ना कि जो फ्रांस, सोच लो, फ्रांस इज प्लेइंग पोर्टुगल एंड दे नो दे हैव टू मार्क रोनाल्डो. सो व्हाट दे डू इज दे जस्ट सिट बैक एंड दे जस्ट डिफेंड. ठीक है, तो क्या हो जाता है, तो फुटबॉल स्टार्ट्स गेटिंग अ बिट बोरिंग. फुटबॉल डजंट गेट एक्साइटिंग. तो जर्मनी इज प्लेइंग एट द सेम टाइम पोर्टुगल. तो जर्मनी का अभी वो जो अटैक लेवल नहीं. जर्मनी जब 2010 वर्ल्ड कप में, पता नहीं, आई गेस यू मस्ट हैव वॉच्ड, ठीक है, व्हेन जर्मनी sank teams like Argentina and England, they were sheerly based on the brutal counter-attacking strategy. Okay, so that used to be about speed. They used to have Podolski and Lamb used to run, and Schweinsteiger was there. So everyone used to combine and it used to be sheer counter attacking. So तब फुटबॉल बहुत ज्यादा एक्साइटिंग हुआ करता था. तो अभी माइंडसेट है कोचेस का, स्पेशली जोआकिम लो hasn't been pretty impressive last कुछ सालों में. ठीक है, definitely Germany has been a stronghold, but after their main players
This
have
is his
retired,
last trophy, I
Thomas Muller भी fit नहीं है पूरा, and along with that, if we look at these player, the guy who's coming in, Timo Werner, ठीक है, उसका तो पता नहीं यार, उसका तो इंटरनेट में कुछ अलग ही मीम फेस्ट बनता रहता है.
Everyone is mocking him actually.
हाँ, so I believe group F is definitely the group of death, but शायद कुछ ऐसा situations होगा जहाँ पे वो excitement कहीं पे घट सकता है. That is my opinion, of course, but there are pundits, of course, will be giving out other views.
बिल्कुल.
बट ग्रुप एफ के बारे में एक
बहुत
बात करेंगे.
एक्साइटमेंट है.
I'll
क्या बोल रहे हो शागिद?
जस्ट मैं एक बात बस पूछूंगा कि 2016 में जो यूरो हुआ था, हम लोग को पता है पोर्टुगल डिफीटेड फ्रांस 1-0. उस टीम में इफ यू सी देयर पास्ट देयर प्राइम प्लेयर्स लाइक रिकार्डो क्वारेस्मा, जो कि उस टाइम टर्की में खेल रहा था, एंड नानी हु वाज आल्सो पास्ट हिज प्राइम. इस बार जैसे कि है प्लेयर्स जैसे ब्रूनो फर्नांडिस, रूबेन डियास, ये लोग यंग है, अभी परफॉर्म कर रहे हैं. कहीं ना कहीं टैलेंट पूल क्या ज्यादा है इस बार लास्ट ईयर से?
राजू सीधा.
Yeah, absolutely. Talent ज़्यादा है, potential भी बहुत ज़्यादा है, ठीक है. But thing is that whether they can actually live up to the mark, ठीक है, what people are expecting from them. So basically, Ronaldo has experience, Pepe has experience as well. But on the time, if I compare with the other teams like France, I don't think they have that experience to play at the Euros and the World Cups, because neither Bruno nor Bernardo Silva actually, okay, they represented their country actually at that level. So I think in terms of potential, I feel like Portugal are the favorites to win the cup. Yes, but I think looking at some friendlies, actually मैंने कुछ friendlies matches देख रहे थे पोर्टुगल का. तो only last day only I found like even they were playing Israel, but last day उन लोग बहुत मतलब they were up to the mark. Actually, Bruno scored 2 goals. Okay, Bernardo had a lot of balls in his feet. Ronaldo has a lot of chances. Actually, he had around say 6 to 7 chances to score goal. Ultimately scored one. Yes, but yeah, तुमने सागनिक जो कहा वो बात तो बिल्कुल ठीक है. But at the same point, I feel experience also matters. But yeah, at the same point of time, I feel the talent and the potential they have, it will be too much for Germany or say Hungary to handle. I won't say France because I think France are favorites as well along with Portugal. Okay. But still, I think the individual talent and the individual skills, I think Portugal has it more than France, I would say, in my eyes actually. Because like France में अगर हम लोग बोलेंगे Mbappe, Pogba, Kante, ठीक है, these are the 3 prime players which I am looking forward to. ठीक है. Other player Griezmann, I have seen him playing for Barcelona, and he's a different player altogether when he plays for France. Okay. So he might come well for France. At the same point, Benzema उनको actually last friendly में चोट लग गया. So he was injured actually. So I don't know whether he will be fit for the first match or not. I hope he gets fit. Okay. But at the same time, there are 3 players like Pogba, Kante, and say Mbappe. So they are the prime players. They are the top players which I am looking forward to. But if you talk about Portugal, so I think along with Ronaldo, we have Bruno Fernandes. So last
Exactly.
day I saw João Cancelo crossing a lot of good balls across in the foots of Ronaldo actually, from the right wing actually, from the right back position actually. So I got Bruno Fernandes. He was really good. João Felix is there. Andre Silva is there. Bernardo Silva
Andre Silva.
he was really good. Yeah, so he was really good. Even Bernardo Silva was really good in the friendlies. So I'm looking forward to these two teams actually. वैसे भी रोहित दा ने जो बोला, so the teams इनका you can't go with the name, ठीक है. So like Germany, France, Portugal बड़ा नाम है, but इनका खेल बिगाड़ सकता है हंगरी आके, which I'm not talking about. We are neither of us are talking about. अब कुछ बोलने का है भी नहीं, because जब ये 3 टीम है तो हम like why should we get to see Abhishek Bachchan when we have got Salman Khan and Shah Rukh Khan, right? So sort of like that, but at the same point of time, like Hungary कुछ खेल बिगाड़ भी सकता है, ठीक है. They might come, they just
They
put
can
on the
upset any
defense on a
team.
line. Yeah, they can upset any team, ठीक है. So
यूरो
that is
वैसा
the
ही एक
thing.
टूर्नामेंट.
France, Portugal are playing, and somehow like I'm expecting a bit of draws as well, okay, frankly speaking.
Exactly.
ठीक है, तो at the same point of time ऐसा कोई condition है जहाँ जर्मनी को like they will have to, it's 2-2 against Hungary and they have to score in the last minute to get to the second, to be second or get to the top, ठीक है, and ये में you know they might falter. Same goes to Portugal and France. So things like this are actually one of the parts of the game. You never know. But yeah, this is my expectation. Where I do feel rather more than France, Portugal has a bit of upper hand in terms of potential and skill, but in terms of experience, I think France is just spot on. So, yeah.
Rohita, you agree with
Yes.
Ajushida? Rohita.
Yes. Right.
Yeah, I completely agree with Rajarshi जो बोला, ठीक है, कि whatever it is out there and whatever the team is doing, it's good to see there, ठीक है, but like you said, France will have issues scoring. If Mbappe somehow gets blocked, then in that
Right.
case France will look forward to players to score. Oliver Giroud है, but the thing is I have not Giroud playing in a major tournament, ठीक है, वर्ल्ड कप में भी बंदा पूरा मिस्टर इंडिया बन के ट्रॉफी लेके गया था, और so but then
Even in
again we
Champions
can
League.
rely on Giroud, but France's main sorry.
But they
Even
have
in
got plenty
Champions
of
League as well.
experience. France got plenty of experience than Portugal. If you
Exactly.
compare both the attacks.
Exactly, they have. But see, the one thing that will play as France's advantage is, the coordination of the team. Because football कोई one man का
Exactly,
game तो होता
exactly.
नहीं. Football has got players come. So if you see, France actually coordinates right from the back, starting from players like Pavard, okay, and they have got Kimpembe, Varane. So all of them combined together in an attack, and that's the beauty of France right now. So ideally, ऐसा attacks I used to see when Brazil used to play in 2002 and 2004 का time, जब Cafu and everyone used to be there, ठीक है. So अभी France is contributing something like that. France is, picking up every attack एकदम last से लेके start करते हैं. Now they have a big advantage because Kylian Mbappe is a carry forward striker. कि उसको अगर कहीं पे बीच रास्ते में भी बॉल मिल जाता है मिडफील्ड का आसपास, he can carry it forward. So that's an advantage. And there's another advantage is Griezmann has got his long range shots. Griezmann and Pogba both, they can test the goalkeeper from distance. France में वो एक problem है because France, Ronaldo is the only one who can do that. Now, given the fact that Ronaldo will be the main man of France, of Portugal, everybody knows कि भाई रोनाल्डो को मार्क करना है, तो he won't be having it easy. उसको बहुत सारा प्लेयर्स आएगा जिसको इधर मार्क करने बोलो या फिर जोनल मार्किंग बोलो, कुछ तो होने वाला है, ठीक है. So I believe France has an advantage as a team, but उसको अटैक में कुछ ज्यादा ही ध्यान देना चाहिए because they haven't got, Griezmann is not really in form at the moment बार्सिलोना के लिए, going by his latest statistics, ठीक है. और अभी जो है उस्मान डेम्बेले, वो भी वार्नर का साथ ही ट्रॉल हो रहा है most of the time. So we can't say about that. We expect a lot from Benzema, but I still don't know how Benzema is going to perform. Benzema is good for Real Madrid, but Benzema's playing style is not suitable for France.
He's a very
That's
moody
my
player, I
observation.
guess. बहुत
Exactly.
moody player
So
है.
he's kind of a very relaxed player, or Real Madrid का जो supply line है, that's different from France. They have got
Okay.
Toni Kroos who can, set the balls exactly for him. But France का वो है, France has got Pogba doing that. But अगर तुम Pogba का game बहुत closely follow करोगे, he only sets balls for players who are taking that run. So जिसमें शायद Mbappe will have that advantage, but Benzema will have to leave his lazy style of football and be much more active in that attacking third. Okay, and he'll have to start using his shots. He's got shots, but he doesn't use them much. But I hope कि अगर अपना शॉट भी थोड़ा बंदा यूज कर लेगा तो बहुत अच्छा होने वाला है. But I personally believe France has the advantage. However, if Portugal can coordinate like like they did in last time Euro, other than just relying on Ronaldo's heroic, I believe they are also a very good contender for the title challenge.
So your top
और एक
two
चीज
teams?
जो I'm sorry, Hungary can be giant killers, ठीक है, but right now अभी जो टीम का सामने है बेचारा, मेरे को लगता नहीं है कि उसे वो किल कर सकते हैं until and unless
उनका luck ही
both
खराब
the
है.
teams they are up against कि वो लोग कुछ ज्यादा ही खराब खेलने लगे. That is the different issue altogether.
They can
But I
upset.
would like to ask one question actually. Sorry to interrupt, Ditan.
Yeah, sure.
To Rohit actually. Yeah, to Rohit actually. Do you think like the combination which looks much more productive? So if I take France, so I have Kante, Pogba, Griezmann, Mbappe, and say from the left side if Benzema comes in, okay. So they have this five. From Portugal's point of view, I have Bernardo Silva, Bruno Fernandes, Anderson Silva, Joao Felix, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Joao
And from
Felix.
Germany's point of view, I have Toni Kroos, Leroy Sané, I have Kai Havertz,
Kai Havertz.
Thomas Muller. Okay. So do you think Germany has that potential in them to like score a lot of goals? Like the way, like which team has a much more potential to score goals?
Honestly,
If we go
going
by
by
name.
the comments you just mentioned, definitely Germany has a lot of potential, but it will all depend on their strikers. Thomas Muller is not at the top of his game. Thomas Muller is past his prime. Thomas Muller,
Correct.
had he been at the top of his game, I would have needless like I would have easily said that it was gonna be Germany because they are an attacking team. They always an attacking brand of. They don't believe in just sitting back and soaking pressure. Okay, boy, bhai, it has been in their way. I still remember that attitude of Balak. I guess it was in वर्ल्ड कप या फिर ऐसा कुछ था किसी को धक्का मार के गिरा दिया था बोला था कि आई एम द ग्लैडिएटर आई बिलीव इट वाज अगेंस्ट नाइजीरिया कोई गेम था
Yeah.
so Germany has always been hitting back. Germany is always, and especially with the current rise of the Bayern players, Germany is actually harnessing that talent and bringing that
Yes.
same mentality in their game. But what I personally believe is they will need someone to convert those chances. If Thomas Muller is able to convert those chances, well and good. But if Thomas Muller is not able to convert those chances, and if Timo Werner keeps on with his यार मैं तो राजा का बेटा हूँ तो जैसे जहाँ पे मारूंगा वहीं पे जाएगा, then it can be an issue. But yes,
I
if
think
Warner
this-
finds
Yeah.
like if
Yeah.
finds a scoring form and Muller finds a scoring form as well, Germany can be an extremely dangerous team.
But your top
Correct,
two
correct. I
teams
was
are both
hoping for a
Exactly, yeah.
Lewandowski in a German side actually. I think they could have been the favorites actually.
I actually was recently working in an article who can be a probable contender for the Golden Boot. So when I had to pick up Lewandowski, I was very I was very skeptical about it because जो Poland का team है यार, they can't supply balls to Lewandowski like Bayern does. So ultimately at
Correct.
the end of the tournament, it's gonna be the same thing. वो Lewandowski आएगा, घूम के निकल जाएगा, फिर everybody will call him boss, you are the villain because you can't score for your country. But that's not the truth. He
Yeah.
is a prolific.
Doesn't have the supply line, correct.
Exactly, but he is an out and out striker. He is not someone who drops and creates, and he is not Messi. Yeah, he is
Yeah.
like, I feed me the balls, I'll finish it. That's my job. So Poland
Correct,
hasn't got
correct.
that much capability to go ahead and create the ball. So that is one of the reasons why, I was like, no, yeah, let's not choose Lewandowski. Let's go on with someone else. We have got Ferran Torres as well. Let's pick him up. So, Obi,
Correct.
that's the thing. So yeah, I agree with you. If Lewandowski would have changed his nationality to a German, yeah, this German team would have been unstoppable.
So your top two teams,
ऐसा
Rohit,
भी
your top two teams for this group, from this group?
group F.
From this group, my top two teams will always first be France and Portugal.
Okay. Rajushida?
Yeah, I agree with Rohit. It's the same thing. France first, and I guess Portugal will come second, and Germany will qualify ultimately, being the third best, like the third best team. Like so, it goes along with the format.
Shagnik?
I think it's same. I think I'll bet on Germany because they have 3 Champions League winning players, like current Champions League winning players, and also Manuel Neuer. So he's a wall at the back. So Germany can qualify. Germany has a chance to qualify.
So you're backing
Obviously,
Germany
and
then?
France and Portugal. Obviously, France and Portugal is there because I'm a Portugal fan. वो तो होगा. And Germany, obviously, Germany will qualify. I'll bet on Germany.
ठीक है, चलो तब अब बात करते हैं ग्रुप ई के बारे में. शाग्निक, ग्रुप ई में कौन है?
पोलैंड है, स्लोवाकिया, स्पेन और स्वीडन. So obviously Spain is the main thing to talk about in this
So much
group.
emotions.
इस
Exactly.
बार रियल मैड्रिड का प्लेयर्स नहीं है. मेरा फेवरेट सर्जियो रामोस नहीं है.
Sergio Ramos. This is the sad
सीजर
story. Sergio Ramos
है
नहीं
इस
है
बार.
team में.
सर्जियो रामोस नहीं है इस बार स्पेन में. तो स्पेन के बारे
जी
में कुछ बोलो.
राजुशिदा, आपको कुछ बोलना है?
Yeah, I would say like it's for me it's a group. Yeah, obviously if we go by name, so Spain are the favorites. But at the same point of time, I don't feel like they will live up to the expectations. But I'm a very good fan. I'm a big fan of Luis Enrique. I believe in his procedure, in his process. So I would rather gamble in this group. I think Poland is there, right?
Poland.
Sorry.
Poland is there.
The
So I
Lewandowski
would go,
factor mostly.
yeah. So I would rather go for Poland, in fact. Okay, and I will say Spain will come second because I see a lot of draws in this group. Okay, so I saw a friendly of Slovakia. They were playing against Italy or someone, and they were defending really well, in fact. So I think they might be the giant killers. At the same point of time, the expectation of Spain from my side is not at the at the top right now because I don't feel much confident about that side because in the World Cup also they lost out in a tiebreaker to Russia if I'm not wrong. So I couldn't remember actually. I think it was Russia. So I feel Spain might come second in this because there are some young budding talents in that team, but they lack experience, I guess. So I think Poland might have be the team to look forward to, and they might be the group champions in that group, and Spain might come second. Coming to Sweden, like Zlatan was about to play, so it's a heartbreak
Yeah.
for me.
Rohit now.
Okay. I have always been a fan of Spain ever since. So that Spain is how I started watching international football. So I'm definitely going to support and I'm going to root for Spain. But again, I believe that Spain's attacking power is not that good. Spain has got a brilliant midfield, like always, but they'll need to focus a lot more on their attack. They've got De Gea on the goal line, which is, of course, he's superhuman, given the fact that I support Manchester United as well. So I know this guy, what he's capable of. And at the same time, their defense is tremendous this time. They've gotten Pau Torres, they've gotten Rafael Varane. No, sorry, not Rafael Varane. That's my mistake. They've got Eric Garcia. So
Eric
both
Garcia.
of them will be combining this time. And that will actually make things a lot tougher for opposition. Like he said for Poland, Poland has got a good attacking lineup. So that will help them to fight. But I do not believe that Poland will be the group champions because yeah, Ramos may not be there. But if we look at the Polish side as well, they have gotten Fabian Ruiz, Daniel Olmo. They have got Adama Traore. So we have seen Traore pulling up a lot of things for Wolves single-handedly. And they have got Sarabia as well. So I really expect a lot from that guy. But they have brought in the likes of Alvaro Morata, but I don't think he'll be much of a part in this. They've gotten Mikel Oyarzabal and at the same time Gerard Moreno. Moreno was featuring in the finals. So I expect Moreno to do something good because he is actually a very potential forward who can score goals. He has a knack for goals, as simple as that. But what boils down to Spain was the crux of the midfield. That's Thiago Alcantara. Thiago Alcantara is a gem, and he can actually create a lot of problems alongside Ferran Torres. So if both of them combine good enough this time for Spain, I believe that Spain has a great opportunity and a great chance. And for me, it'll be Spain who will be topping the group, and Poland will be coming second.
Will they miss Sergio Ramos? What do you think?
Definitely, they will miss Sergio Ramos. Sergio Ramos is a pillar, but again, I will actually root for the combination of Garcia and Torres because they are budding talents. So there's one thing that comes with Ramos. Ramos comes with pros and cons. Ramos is someone who can go ahead and turn the game for you. At the same time, Ramos has this knack of, I don't know why, but resting out on the ground. तो कभी कभी पता नहीं यार वो रेड कार्ड खा के बाहर भी चला जाता है तो प्रॉब्लम हो जाता है बट यू सी
जॉन सीना हो जाता है कभी-कभी क्या है
so Ramos is someone like Carlos Puyol. Okay, Carlos Puyol had this thing whenever there used to be corners or anything, he used to be there. Okay, and he had this scoring ability. Same goes with Ramos. So Ramos is not only a defender, he can score too. And actually, if you combine with Spain's forward line, Ramos is one of the most prolific goal scorers of Spain. But
Exactly.
Ramos nahi hai, yaar, you have to actually rely on the defense and who is out there. You have to define on the midfield. Spain has got a very fine midfield. So for me, it'll be Spain topping the group, followed by Poland.
Exactly.
Okay, I have one question for you, Rohit.
Rohit, do you think like Thiago?
I have just one question. Will Spain miss Kepa Arrizabalaga? That is my question.
Yeah,
what do you think?
along the side. Yeah, by the side of Luis Enrique. He's a good manager. Definitely not in the goal lines, but in the sidelines, yes. If in case Luis Enrique gets red carded, they need a manager. So Kepa would have been a good one.
राजोशिता आपके टॉप टू
रोहित
कौन होंगे?
क्या
आपके टॉप टू कौन है इस ग्रुप से?
From Group E?
From Group E. Yeah.
Okay, I will stick with Poland and Spain, I guess. Poland comes first and Spain comes second. But I don't know. I have a gut feeling like Spain. I want to go with Spain. Like they will finish top, like top of the group. But I don't know. I have a gut feeling like Spain just might have a clumsy, matches. Some of the clumsy moments in a game. So that's why. I would like to ask a question from Rohit actually regarding the group, regarding a player actually. So
Sure.
that is like, yeah. So that's is. Do you think really that Thiago Alcantara, the way he played for Bayern actually, he didn't actually lived up to the expectations when he played for Liverpool. So I don't
No, he
really
didn't.
see him in a very good form. So like, do you think he will live up to the expectation or play the way he used to play for Bayern?
I'll tell you something. If you actually compare the attacking outfits of Bayern and Liverpool, Liverpool's attacking unit dropped this time because इस साल का जो Premier League हुआ, if you see, they were entirely reliable on Sadio Mane was out of form. Firmino, I don't know what was he doing. He was taking a turnaround, and they missed the likes of these two guys, Robertson and Trent Alexander-Arnold, whipping in those crosses. That came down by a million miles, and that is exactly why their attacking outfits also came down. So what eventually happens is Alcantara is someone who's an out and out attacking midfielder, can't drop deep and defend. So if you see Klopp, he was using Alcantara as a midfielder who was dropping a lot more deeper than he usually does. Like when Alcantara played for Bayern, Bayern was never someone who would use a defensive midfielder to stop attacks. Their answer to attacks was always screening, थोड़ा बहुत screening रख देता था डिफेंस का सामने and attack back. ठीक है? So that is where I believe Alcantara lost his touch for Liverpool. But I personally believe this Alcantara guy is a very creative player. So the forward line, या फिर the midfield line of the attacking line of Spain, especially with Traore, we know how fast can Traore be, Adama
Yes,
Traore,
yes.
and at the same time they've got Torres who can run as well. So if these two start combining, it will be easier for Alcantara because he knows how to shoot. That's his first advantage. And the second thing is he has an eye for pitching in those long balls. So if Adama Traore can actually give those runs, we are very well capable. Like we know what Alcantara can go ahead and create with those balls. So that is why I
Correct,
said
correct.
Alcantara can actually be a turnaround for Spain this time.
Agreed, agreed.
शाग्निक आप क्या बोल रहे थे?
नहीं, अभी पोलैंड और स्पेन लेके बात हुआ। पोलैंड और स्पेन ये ग्रुप में टॉप 2 होने वाला है। बात करेंगे आगे वाला ग्रुप लेके, ग्रुप डी, जहाँ पे क्रोएशिया, चेक रिपब्लिक, इंग्लैंड और स्कॉटलैंड। इंग्लैंड को लेके बहुत बात चल रहा है, गोल्डन जनरेशन कहा जा रहा है, इतना टैलेंटेड है ये जनरेशन। क्या बात करेंगे इसके बारे में?
जी रोहित दा।
I believe England is the dark horse. I personally believe England is the dark horse, and they can very well be title contenders. If you look at their side, they have got Luke Shaw, who's in the form of his life. They have got Jadon Sancho, who's also in the form of his life. They have got Harry Kane, जिसको कभी पता नहीं यार, वो कभी रुकता नहीं है goal scoring. So if you remember, Peter Drury put him in the England World Cup. Harry Kane is England's priceless gem, and it's a fact. Harry Kane never stops scoring. You give him, you feed him, and Harry Kane's gonna score. They have got Mason Mount, they have got Phil Foden, and they have got Jordan Henderson in the midfield. They have got Harry Maguire at the back, who's still not fit though, but still I believe he'll be making himself available. They have got Trippier, they have got John Stones. So this is England's best team in the last few ages. But there's just one question I have for England and why England has underperformed. I personally believe Gareth Southgate has been not the man for England. They deserve the coach who's a lot more attacking. With players like Rashford and Harry Kane and even Jude Bellingham. Bellingham has been doing a phenomenal job. They should have had someone who actually inspires the team to attack. But Gareth Southgate is someone who believes in, playing from, a deeper role. But actually England का अभी जो lineup है ना, वो लोग उतना creative नहीं है. They believe in attack and they believe in, going forward. That is what England believes in. वो छोटा pass खेल के intricate यार position लो. They are not about that. If you look at Jadon Sancho, he's about blistering speed. He'll run. Marcus Rashford, blistering speed. Yeah, both the wings. England has got fire. They have got Harry Kane in the middle. They have even got Raheem Sterling to come in, right? So if Raheem Sterling comes in, he's also got a lot of speed. So if I know that he hasn't been performing that well for Manchester City, but if he starts performing, we are very well, and like we know what kind of damage he can impose. And at the same time, they have got Jordan Pickford in the goal. So I believe this is England's best chance to win the Euro. If this time they do not win, they are not going to win it again.
जी बहुत एक्साइटिंग टीम है इंग्लैंड। राशिदा, आपको क्या बोलना है इस बारे में?
Like same, I agree with Rohit. Actually, I don't think Southgate is the correct man for this job. So at the same point of time, the player I'm actually looking forward to this English side, along with Harry Kane, is Jack Grealish. I'm a big fan of him actually, and looking him playing in the friendlies, I think he was the man who spent most of the time with the ball actually, and he was creating a lot of chances. Along with him, Jadon Sancho, he was very impressive. So I just, I'm just looking forward to this team, and with Southgate's, the way actually he builds a team, I think he always tends to play around with two holding midfielders. Is that correct, Rohit? If I'm not wrong.
That's absolutely
So,
correct. I actually
yeah.
out on Jack. He's
yeah,
another monster.
that's the thing. So, like, if he plays with two holding midfielders, he's actually reducing the productivity in the team. And along with that, I don't know how you can come up like both Grealish and Mount, because I'm a big fan of Grealish, and I think for the productivity part, Grealish is very much important for this side along with Mount, because for the fact, if we just say for an example, if we are playing against France, and Kante is a very good blocker, and he actually puts the marquee player of the other team in his pocket, like we saw in the Champions League final. He put De Bruyne in his pocket. So like if we play against France for an example, and say Mount is in the form of his life, और वो खेलता है Mount, and Kante is like उसको पता है like he can put Mount in his pocket, right? He can hold on to Mount. So there is an opportunity for Grealish to break the lines, to break the barrier, and pass on the balls to Harry Kane and Sancho and Rashford, any one of them. So like if I imagine like if they play like around 4-3-3, okay, with two holding midfielders, I don't see like I see either Mount or Grealish like playing in the midfield, being the attacking midfielder, and obviously like Phil Foden is in a very good form. Rashford has been missing a lot of chances, but I think for the pace factor, I think Rashford will start. Along with that, Jadon Sancho might start from the right wing. Okay, and they have like someone like Sterling in the bench, and yeah, Jude Bellingham as well. So I could prefer going attacking, which I don't think Southgate will do. But I clearly agree with Rohit, because if they go attacking, then I would say with Declan Rice being the holding midfielder and playing Mount and Grealish ahead, and with say Rashford and Sancho being the two wings with Harry Kane, I think, bro, this team is going to, excel fire. And you talk about France and Portugal, I think this team is going to just, brush these sides away. And I'm very much expecting this sort of caliber from that side. At the same point of time, being realistic, I really doubt whether they can finish top of the table with the procedure Southgate operates system, because I would rather recollect, a sort of information for you guys, which I think Rohit also knows. If England, finishes top, being the group winners, they might have to, just compete with the team come second in Group F, which is a group of death. So they might finish up facing Portugal and France, Portugal or France. I think they would rather, prefer Germany for the time being, but they might end up facing Portugal and France. I just have a feeling that England just play a mind game over here and try to finish. Don't try, but at least they won't go too much like it won't be too much, of Asia might come up first. Things might, sort of go
Croatia.
around like that way. But yeah, even if they come first and if they play with all the attacking forces, I think England is the team to look forward to, man. They are much more productive than any other team, and all the players of England side are very consistent at the moment. You say about Kyle Walker, He runs in from the right back. Just look after him. You see, if Harry Maguire is fit, along with, I would prefer Mings over John Stones. I think this defensive line looks strong. Luke Shaw, in the form of his life, he can deliver balls as like compared to any other left back player. So I think he can deliver a lot of balls. To talk about Grealish, talk about Mount, the two most productive players in this side, along with Paul Pogba. Talk about the tournament. Declan Rice, one of the best holding midfielders along with Kante in the world right now. And you talk about the forwards, it's a dream forward, man. Sancho, Harry Kane, Marcus Rashford, with the with the quality of or backup of Phil Foden and Raheem Sterling, they are much more better attacking side than France, I would say, at the moment. So yeah, a lot of expectations from England, as well as it's my favorite team. Yeah. So touch wood. I don't know. So yeah, I would go for England all the way for the trophy, but I'm a bit optimistic right now.
Move forward.
Okay,
It's okay. So who are your top two teams from this group, Rohit?
For me, it'll be England and Croatia.
Okay.
So yeah. So going by the groups, I'll go for England and Croatia.
Okay. Shagnik, your views?
England and Croatia, I think, because obviously 20 story Croatia final में गया था, losing out to France, obviously better side France, but Croatia this time they'll be missing out on some key players. Both log are not in that from the 2018 squad, but still Luka Modric is there, one of my favorite players. Being a Madridista, Luka Modric is there, so England and Croatia, I think.
Even I believe, like we talked less about Croatia because they have got Luka Modric and they have got Orsic as well. So they are they are a very good team. Okay, but Croatia somewhere has performance issues. They are more or less like Spain at the beginning of the century. Spain were underachievers despite having such a good team.
Sorry, I had a network issue, man.
Yeah, it's okay. The same goes for Croatia as well. Croatia has got a good team, but they'll have to combine well like they did in the last World Cup. That is more important for Croatia at the moment, I believe. But I don't see Czech Republic doing much harm here. They can, of course, create a couple of upsets, yes. But for me, England and Croatia goes.
Rajoshida, your top two teams from this group.
Yep.
Can you hear
Top
us?
two teams, obviously England and Croatia.
Okay.
I will
And
go with,
Rohit
I will
had
go
a
with
question.
England and Croatia. Yep.
Rohit had a
Sorry,
question
missed that.
for
I
you.
had a
I had
network
a
issue.
question for you. For England, Henderson or Declan Rice?
Yeah. I would go for Declan Rice. Henderson, I saw friendly, like he played two friendlies, and he is in no condition. Believe me, Rohit, he is in no condition to be fit for the side.
Okay.
ठीक है. शाग्निक, चलिए बढ़ते हैं नेक्स्ट ग्रुप के तरफ.
ठीक है, आएंगे, बात करेंगे ग्रुप सी के बारे में, जहां पे ऑस्ट्रिया, नेदरलैंड्स, नॉर्थ मैसेडोनिया और यूक्रेन.
जी रोहित.
तो
well, on a very honest note, if you would ask me, Netherlands will of course sail through. But the other teams, it will be a challenge between Ukraine and Austria. Definitely, Ukraine hasn't got that much of power that they used to have previously. When Shevchenko and all used to be a Shevchenko, Kalinichenko, they were all a part of the team. But still, they are a good side right now. So I personally believe it will be Netherlands sailing through along with the Ukraine.
वैन डिजिक इस साल नहीं है, क्या नीदरलैंड्स को झटका लगेगा?
लगना चाहिए, but I believe at this level I don't think it will matter because they still have the likes of Patrick Van Aanholt there. Okay, they have gotten Daley Blind, they have gotten Nathan Ake.
Frankie
so of course
de
they'll
Jong.
be so Frankie de Jong, and they have got Delit. So I don't think Delit is a good defender. Delit is a good defender, so he will actually go ahead and make up for the absence of Van Dijk. So that is one thing I personally believe. But again, देखो, एक वर्ल्ड क्लास प्लेयर अगर मिस होता है इंटरनेशनल स्क्वाड से, उसका इम्पैक्ट होता है, ठीक है. बट इफ यू वेरी क्लोजली फॉलो Van Dijk had an issue against pace. When Liverpool went against Manchester United, Rashford made him fall twice, and it was only because of Rashford's brutal pace. So I personally believe Matthias De Ligt will be a much better option for Netherlands in place of Van Dijk. So let's see. Let's just hope. But
Yeah.
Yeah,
Continue.
yeah, I agree with Rohit actually. I would go for Netherlands first and then comes Ukraine. I saw Ukraine in few friendlies. I think they were really, really good actually. They have produced a lot of good balls. But at the same time, Netherlands, yeah, I totally agree with Rohit. Along with that, I would like to mention Allen, along with him Memphis Depay. So I think these two are very good. They're in a good form and they are really good players. So I think Netherlands all the way, along with the Austria and Ukraine might, fight for the second and third place, like for the second place. In fact, I would stick with Ukraine just because I think they are in a good shape right now and they are playing really well. Like based on the friendlies, I would go for Netherlands and Ukraine. Yep.
Rohit, you agree with Rajoshida?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I believe that Netherlands has got the ability, and again, I believe Ukraine will surge forward, but it won't be an easy fight. It'll be actually exciting contest between Ukraine and Austria. But Ukraine has a lot more firepower than Austria has got at the moment. So Ukraine.
Okay. Shagnik,
इस ग्रुप आगे बढ़ते हैं नेक्स्ट ग्रुप की तरफ.
hello.
ग्रुप बी में है बेल्जियम, डेनमार्क, फिनलैंड और रशिया.
Wow.
काफी इंटरेस्टिंग ग्रुप है. बेल्जियम के बारे में बात करेंगे. रोमेलू लुकाकू. पैनल, एनीथिंग अबाउट रोमेलू लुकाकू, बेल्जियम?
Yep.
He has been phenomenal
Yep.
this year. Romelu Lukaku. Rohit da.
The background goes without a saying. He's right now a lot fitter than he was at Manchester United, and that has acted in his favor a massive way. Like Antonio Pintus did a massive thing on Romelu Lukaku. He brought himself into the game. Now Lukaku is unstoppable at the moment. He's untenable. So I believe that देखो बेल्जियम तो मेरे ख्याल से यार अगेन टाइटल कंटेंडर्स. पता नहीं यार वो लोग भी अब धीरे धीरे चोकर्स बन रहे हैं. So Belgium has got a lot of strength. Okay, KDB, Hazard, and then Courtois, a lot of strength. They've got Morton, everyone. You just name them and they have it in their side. So yes, Romelu Lukaku will be a big factor for them to score. Along with that, they have got the likes of Nasser Chadli, who is also an eminent goal scorer. So I personally believe Belgium will be sailing through without much difficulty at all. Along with that, again, Russia has a good side. They proved themselves in the World Cup, but it'll be a good contest between Russia and Denmark, because Denmark is also a very adept side. Or alongside that, if you want to see some good attacking football, I believe you should switch on this group team.
So who are your top two teams from this group?
Belgium and Russia. Belgium definitely by a proverbial mile, and Russia.
Okay. Rajoshida?
Yep. I would go for Belgium for sure. Along with that, I just think Denmark because
Okay.
I haven't seen Russia. Yes, obviously in the World Cup they were really good. There will be a tough fight between Russia and Denmark. Obviously, I would have gone for Russia, but because I saw two friendlies of Denmark, okay, and even against Germany, they gave a good fight. So I just feel Denmark might go. I feel Russia also might go. I'm a bit of confused right now, but I would like to see Denmark going to. Okay, and obviously Belgium, they have the source, they have the resources, they can go all the way. They have Romelu Lukaku. I don't know KDB will be fit or not for the first game. I just felt Denmark might clinch through from this group, being the second team, and Belgium the runaways. So yeah, Romelu Lukaku, KDB from the second match. I think he will be available. From all the while from Tottenham, defender, good defender. Torren Hazard is there. So yeah, looking like a good side, but at the same, I don't really agree with Rohit being the title contenders. Though I feel they're the first team, they're the top team. They're ranked first at the moment in world rankings. But I don't see them really, winning the title or even going through the semis actually. So they might go through being the top leaders from the group, but I just feel seeing the other side, Belgium doesn't really have a chance to win the trophy this time. I think they will choke again. So yeah.
It was a straightforward answer from you.
Yep.
What about Russia?
Russia do have a chance to qualify, being the third best team from my side, because I just feel the balance is 50-50 between Denmark and Russia, and Russia has proved themselves in the World Cup. I would like to call them their name, being the second favorite, but I have seen Denmark playing in some friendlies, especially against Germany. I think they were really good. They were really good. So I do feel they're a bit of attacking side, and I feel they might qualify being second good team
Okay.
going to the current form.
शाग्निक, हमारे साथ रोहित नहीं आ सकते अभी क्योंकि उनका थोड़ा कनेक्शन इशू हो रहा है दोस्तों। शाग्निक, नेक्स्ट ग्रुप क्या है?
फाइनल ग्रुप है ये, मतलब ऑब्वियसली फर्स्ट ग्रुप ए। यहाँ पे है इटली, स्विट्जरलैंड, टर्की और वेल्स। फर्स्ट मैच है इटली वर्सेस टर्की, तो ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट ग्रुप होने वाला है। इटली है, काफी नया स्क्वाड है, मतलब रॉबर्टो मंचिनी के अंदर 2 इयर्स अनडिफीटेड है। इसके बारे में क्या ओपिनियन है? आई थिंक इटली विल सेल थ्रू दिस ग्रुप। क्या बात है इसके बारे में राजेश?
Well, Rohit called England as the dark horse, right? I think Italy are the brown horse or the red horse. Okay. So I consider Italy being the black horse, okay, being the dark horse. I think actually I count Italy for till reaching the semis as well. Okay, I really feel they might, if the pathway is clear, like if they don't play like Portugal or France or England, I think they might reach the finals as well. I think they're really good side with experience, and along with Roberto Mancini is a very
Well, you just
coach.
quoted they might be in the finals. So this is a big
Yep,
statement, Rajoshila.
yep. I do think
They have a
they might
solid
reach the
defense, I
finals.
agree too.
Because if you look
But
into
what about
the
their attack?
history, if you look into the history of this big tournament, you know, I think from this generation, if you ask anyone who like follows the football, like just following football, I think no one would really support or really think like Italy being 4-time world champions. Correct. So they are the team who are made for this big tournament. I don't know why, but they are just spot on when it comes to big tournaments. They haven't been in this like elite league for they didn't play the last World Cup also. Correct. So they haven't been in this place for a long time. So I think they will come strong, and the way Mancini is preparing his team, I think they look really focused and really good right now. Because with Verratti and Jorginho, the productivity is there. Insigne, Immobile, the finishers, Bonucci, Chiellini, the experience is there. You know, this squad is something good, and this is something a very good squad actually. Along with them, I feel Switzerland is there, correct, and Turkey is there. So I feel Switzerland. I think Wales might go through. I think it will be a tough fight between these three teams. I do feel it will be a tough fight. Though I go for Wales, I think Gareth Bale's last Euros. They have Daniel James in there. I think, yep, they might give a good fight, but along with Italy, they will be the front runners. They will be runaways. And Italy don't actually, they not only top the group, I think they will go all out toward the semis, if not the finals. I really do think. I think if the group works out in the manner in which we are expecting, they might face Belgium in the quarters, I guess. So I've just sorted out that roadmap to the finals. I think they might face Belgium, and I prefer Italy to win actually. So I do
Okay,
prefer
this is a
Italy
big
to win.
statement.
Yep,
I'll say
I do
that
prefer Italy
again.
to win. I don't want them to be the champions, but I won't be surprised if they become champions as well, man. Because it's their DNA to defend well and just go into counter attack, score a goal, win the match, finish the job, get the trophy in a bag, go home, enjoy the party. That's it. So I won't be surprised if they become champions or reach the finals, but I do count them to be in the semis.
So who will win the first game?
Italy all the way. I think I would like to predict the scoreline because I'm very much excited predicting the scorelines because I got this momentum with me actually. So I predicted two predictions which went really well for me, and I still have that goodwill with myself actually. So years ago I predicted, you must have saw the match between Barcelona and Liverpool in the Champions League semi-finals, and Liverpool came from 3-0 behind to win it 4-3. And yeah, that went right for me. So I think I would like to predict the scoreline as well. I think it will be a 3-0 all the way till
3-0.
Yep.
Okay. Shagnik, predictions?
Well, हम लोग सबको पता है कि यूरो इज अ टूर्नामेंट ऑफ अपसेट्स. वी हैव सीन 2004 में ग्रीस आके हरा दिया था पोर्टुगल को, जहाँ पे डेविड क्रिस्टियानो रोनाल्डो, लुइस फिगो, एंड 2016 में इवन पोर्टुगल अपसेट फ्रांस. तो आई थिंक इटली हैज अ बिग चांस दिस टाइम. नया टीम है, जोश है टीम में. So I think it may be Italy's time this time.
Okay, let's see.
So I would go like two things. Okay, so I will be safe in this side. If to talk about my prediction, okay, I would rather go Italy versus England, the finals. If you talk my favorite, which I want to see in the finals, I would rather say Portugal and England. Okay, so that's way around. So yeah, so I hope Portugal and England play the final, and the cup just must finally come home. It's time, man. It's time.
And what about the second game? Wales versus Switzerland?
It will be a tough match, believe me, bro. It will be a really tough match. I do prefer Switzerland to win this match, but I want Wales. I want Gareth Bale to have a
Gareth
smile in
Bale.
his face. Yep, I want a smile in his face. He had a very terrific, horrible time in last 2-3 years, coming back to Spurs, and he scored a hat trick. And I think in the second last match, the last match of the Premier League season, he scored a hat trick, man. I think I would, I would count for Wales. I think it might go on as I predict a draw. But I want Wales to win, man. I want Wales to win.
चलिए शाग्निक, तो अब थोड़ा इंडियन फुटबॉल में भी आते हैं.
आएंगे इंडियन फुटबॉल में, बात करेंगे इंडियन फुटबॉल के बारे में. राइजिंग टैलेंट्स आ रहे हैं, गुड वन ब्रांड ऑफ फुटबॉल, जहाँ पे ब्रैंडन फर्नांडिस है, ग्लैन मार्टिन्स है. राजेश सीधा क्या बात है इसके बारे में?
I think आपने जो players का नाम बोले, they are really productive and really they are a good talent at the moment and they're playing really well. But at the same point of time, I think Sunil Chhetri is aging a bit, right? He's still producing the goals, he's still producing the moments to cherish actually. But we need to move on, right? How long will Sunil Chhetri carry this team? Correct. So we need a good striker at the moment, and we are relying on Manveer. I think that striking position is the striker's position is not the proper place for him. He plays from the right wing, and I think is very much productive from that side. We need a good striker at the moment. I think along with that, it was a great win from from India's perspective. But at the same time, looking at their rankings, I wouldn't actually judge them on the basis of rankings. But at the same time, what do we Indians expect? Like what I expected is like last time around, Bangladesh gave us a tough fight actually. So looking into the match against Qatar, I think they were really good. Sandhu was really good. Coming to the Bangladesh game, yeah, it was a good win, but I feel they should have been much more productive. Much more chances should have been created, and if not wrong, there should have been more goals. So I think we have ISL, we have such good players coming up. I think the outcome should be much more productive. If we are talking about qualifying for the World Cup, we still need 3 points to qualify for the Asia. Okay, we need 3 points to qualify for the Asia Cup. The next match is a hard one against Afghanistan. So I prefer India to win. I would like to see them winning, but I just fear a bit for the Indian side because I just don't think they're producing enough for this side and enough balls to Sunil Chhetri. Stingan has been really good. Sandhu, he has been, spot on. I think I prefer him to play in any Premier League side. I could see him playing for any Premier League side. It's a big statement, but I do really feel he's really athletic and really good with his hand. I've seen him. He has very good physique as well.
कतार के कोच ने भी यही कहा था शायद.
Yep. He praised him a lot. I think you never know. Staying at India, Sandhu I think is the positive point. Jingan is a positive point. Brandon is there. Prabir Das is there. Sunil Chhetri is obviously there, but we need a replacement.
Prabir Das is not in the squad, I guess. But हमारा.
Yeah, I think he is one of.
But I think मुझे भी लगता है उसका होना चाहिए था squad में.
So I think
क्योंकि अगर
Ujanta
प्रवीर
is
दास को राइट विंग से खिलाते और मनवीर को अगर सामने दे देते सुनील छेत्री के साथ
yeah, the
तब
productivity
शायद
will
बेहतर
increase. The
होगा.
productivity will increase. Yes, yes.
Exactly.
But I think at the same point of time, like if we just imagine India winning against all the team except Qatar, okay, and you know what was the score line first match? It was 0-0. And you imagine Sunil Chhetri getting a penalty, scoring a goal, winning the match for us, and then having a draw against Qatar in an away match. India could have qualified. India could have qualified, you know, just could have qualified for the World Cup, and the day might have come if they could have just played up to their potential and be a bit of consistent. I think India could have just go through this group, but still, it's a long way journey. It's a long process. We are still depending upon this side to do well, and in future, I have full confidence in this Indian side, in this tricolor, you know, to succeed and go through to that elite level and play against the likes against all the big teams in Europe and in the world. So let's see how it goes around. I feel India had played really well, but they should have been much consistent, and because they have the potential and we expect much more from this side. So I hope this side will bring glory days to our nation. We expect a lot of things from this side.
जी शाग्निक क्या कहना चाहोगे?
So I have one question for Rajesh. Rajesh बात कर रहे थे positivity and ये side, लेकिन I see players like Bipin Singh and Manveer Singh who had rocked the ISL, ठीक है, और उन लोग ही जाके इंडियन स्क्वाड में उतना इफेक्टिव नहीं बन पा रहे जितना इफेक्टिव दे आर इन द ISL स्क्वाड. Like they play good with the ball in ISL, but India people say India not good with the ball. ये सिर्फ मतलब प्रेस करते हैं, प्रेस करके बॉल लेके सेकंड बॉल वही लॉन्ग बॉल वो सब हो रहा है. मतलब ये जो बॉल प्लेइंग है विपिन सिंह मनवीर सिंह ISL ये क्यों हो रहा है? मतलब is it because they are playing with such players like Roy Krishna and Bipin के जगह वो Hugo Pumos फिर Adam Lefronde? Is it a difference of quality कि India is not being able to play?
Lack of quality is there positively. Along with that, there's lack of communication as well. Okay. Along with that, there is a lack of physicality as well. Because the teams, when you see India playing like the teams like Afghanistan and Qatar, okay, India doesn't have that physicality. Except Jingan and Safar, I don't see any other players have the physicality to challenge them physically. Correct. So at the same point of time, experience also matters. Okay. Along with that, like I can say an example of Portugal. Okay, they have the potential, they have the skill, like I told you, but they don't have that experience, mind you, my friend. They just don't have the experience. Bruno Fernandes, Bernardo Silva, they are world-class players. But if they falter in the quarters or in the semis against Italy and France, I won't be surprised because they don't have the experience. Same goes to India. India have the experience of which players? Sunil Chhetri, Sandhu is there, right? Jingan is there. But Manveer Singh, Bipin, they don't have that experience, and they haven't spent that time with all the expertise of these Indian players, with the Sunil Chhetris and the Sandhus. So they need time. I think they do have the potential. At the same point, you don't have the replacement as well. You don't have good substitute. These are the best player among the population which we have. These are the best player who can represent the squad. So you have to back them up. At the same point of time, you need to give them time. Once they play according to their potential and they gain that experience, they will achieve a lot of good days or goals. They will achieve that goal which we see, which all want, which we are seeing right now. There is the World Cup player that it will. We need to give them time because they are getting that quality from the Roy Krishnas and Brandon Williams. They just need time to execute that in the national team, okay? And along with that, they need a bit of game time.
Okay. चलो बहुत अच्छा लगा आप लोगों के साथ. Rashida, thank you so much for giving us the time and opportunity. रोहित दा हमारे साथ अभी नहीं है. रोहित दा हमारे साथ अभी नहीं है क्योंकि उनका थोड़ा कनेक्शन इशू था. Shagnik, it's been amazing with you. Yeah,
Thank you, man.
So this is our first episode. This is our first episode of Dugout Discussion. इधर एक अलग सा एक एक्सपीरियंस था आप लोगों के साथ. ये मेरा और एक जगह पे डेब्यू हुआ. So thank you to you guys as well. And चलिए आप सब सब्सक्राइब कीजिए नर्ड्स एंड जॉक्स को। हम लोग ऐसे ही डिस्कशंस लाएंगे और ये पहला एपिसोड है, ऐसे ही डिस्कशंस लाते रहेंगे। आप लोगों को सब्सक्राइब करना है इस चैनल को। और इस चैनल में खासियत क्या है? खासियत है इसमें आपको सब मिलेगा। सब मतलब फिटनेस, स्पोर्ट्स टॉपिक्स, डिबेट्स एंड मूवीज, कॉमिक्स एंड मंगास, सब मिलेगा। आपको बस सब्सक्राइब करना है और हमारे वीडियोस को देखना है। थोड़ा सा प्यार दीजिए हम लोगों को। विल मेक यू गाइस लाफ।